the London Bulldogs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Houston Gunners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best. Set to go now in NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
See if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a game.
It's usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And it's good to make it 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, is changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And 10. Now their own 29-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And a first carry now for Hyde. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Hyde last week. 23 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. They look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
26 is the ball.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Bulldogs, nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So that one will be accepted. They'll look to throw. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down.
A loss of 9 yards.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's a throw that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now a handoff looking right. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Taken down and sacked.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
The passer, defense.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Running back. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1.
Bulldogs, nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Here we go. He's crossing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right. Time today, I'd for the cap.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Bradley
Following the
Pinion.
touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up. Go.
Back to throw here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a London first down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his running back, Hyde. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Allen has it, left side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what deep for big passes.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go, defense. Go. Let's get that ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
they'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Ball carrier. The tackle made
exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's. All right, T. 53, come on.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going to throw right side here, complete.
The pass.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are able to strike for 6. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who are out in front. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 31-7, the final score. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Pick it up, D. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
To the ground and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's High. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The pass.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Keeps the score. Gunners 42, Bulldogs 14.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
London about set to take over on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The 15-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Bulldogs 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 6 yards. And
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Ward. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return.
1st down and 10.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now up here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt.
1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
From the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Number 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets it. And that will be incomplete.
The pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah,